Hi guys, so I wanted to talk about cream products today because I feel like the beauty community just doesn't show cream products enough love, and I have oily skin and there's still some products that I absolutely love. They don't last the longest on my skin, but if I'm going out and I want to look sort of naturally radiant, I love these products and I wanted to give them some time in the spotlight. Okay, so what hit this video off when I was doing my bronzers, blush and highlighter collection video, and I refound this MUA bronzer. This is the MUA Whipped Velvet Bronze. This is in Majestic Gilded. It has almost like a golden sheen to it. It's so pretty. If you want a matte bronzer, this isn't going to be for you, but if you want something really nice for the summer, because especially I know that people with dry skin will probably want to gear towards cream products. Like, no one talks about them in the beauty community, so you don't know what to use. MUA as a brand overall is highly undervalued and underrated. This is one of my absolute favourite bronzers. Okay, so I actually picked this up expecting it was a powder contour kit and I was kind of disappointed, but now I'm really not. This is the Essence Strobing and Contouring palette. I got this because it looked like a dupe for the NYX one that's actually a dupe for like the Anastasia one that's probably a dupe for something else. But it's actually a cream product, as you can see, and I actually really like this. The cream is super blendable, and if I just want like a light brightness under my eyes, that's really nice. I don't use the strobe. I don't think, like, it just, no. It doesn't do anywhere near enough. But this shade is well loved. For me, it's really nice, cool sort of bronzer. And this one is super dark. I mean, I'm not sure if it's going to work on the darkest of skin tones, but compared to the other one. So it has a really nice range in it. It blends really nicely, and it needs more of a shout out. I love the e.l.f. Cushion eyeshadow palette. I still need to get my hands on the blue one, but these colours, these are like very everyday sort of shades. They are so stunning. I'm not the biggest fan of this pink or this brown, but if you wanted something to just chuck in your crease and then put like a gold or even this silver, these are absolutely stunning and don't ever get talked about. The Mad for Matte palettes get talked about all the time, but these cream shadows never get talked about. So I'm just going to quickly mention two stick foundations. I kind of class these as creams because basically the majority of my foundations are liquids. Iconic London Pigment stick, I only have this much left, is one of my favourites, if not my favourite, stick foundation ever. I mentioned it in my favourites for the whole of 2017. Constantly use this. Before I really found some of my favourite foundations, I was always using this, I was always picking this up. It blends out so nicely with a brush or a sponge, and it is incredible, especially for people with oily skin. It's very hard to find a stick foundation that will last well on oily skin, and this one does it. Maybe for combo skin, you might really like this. I love the matte packaging. This is the All Night Long Medium Coverage Foundation by Barry M. So this is in the shade Milk, which is their lightest shade. The Iconic stick, I forgot to mention, is in 0.1. And that's those there. This is Iconic, this is Barry M. You can see that Barry M is a bit creamier than the Iconic one. The Iconic one is a bit more matte. If I just wanted to pop out to the shops and just dot something on my face really quickly, this is a really nice, just good to go foundation stick. So one of my absolute favourite highlighters is the Physician's Formula Butter Highlighter. This is in Champagne. I'm not sure if Champagne's gold. I really wanted to try these because of Kathleen Lights. Kathleen Lights and Tati are like my favourite YouTubers, so I'll probably mention them a lot. And this is so smooth, it's like butter. Hence butter highlight, I suppose. Look at that shade. She did mention that one of her highlighters did come with it like leaking. I haven't had that issue, thankfully. I had to buy this off of someone off Depop because Physician's Formula, again, very difficult to get in the UK. So Catrice, Physician's Formula, Wet n Wild, please come to the UK. I will love you and I'll promote you constantly. I do tend to apply this with my finger because I think that a brush just doesn't distribute it very much, so I just sort of wash it over my cheeks and it's stunning. This is so smooth and so creamy and so amazing. You need to try it if you like cream highlights. This is the Super Shock Cheek Pearlized Highlighter in Flex. So one of my favourite highlighters is Flexitarian, and I don't know if you guys can see, but it's so cracked. It came, look at that. It came cracked. Where I've been putting it in my makeup bag and taking it with me to work to like top up my highlight during the day, it just gets worse. So I really need to just apply this at home. Look at that. That is so stunning. If I had like an off-the-shoulder top, I would just distribute this all over my body. But this is so smooth, so creamy, so amazing. If you like Colourpop, try out this Flexitarian highlighter. If you want something beaming, this is not subtle. This is for you. And then I also got these two blushes. I know, no one would ever expect me to get this blush. So I used to wear the brightest blushes. If you guys want to see how I did my makeup in high school, I used to wear super bright blushes. I think I still have it, I just don't know where it is. This is in Holiday. This is the Super Shock Cheek Matte. Oh, I didn't even tell you what that highlight was called. This is the Super Shock Cheek Matte Blush in Holiday. I actually applied this with a brush and it works fine. So stunning. Between the sheets, you can tell I've used this so much more. This is much more of a nudier blush. I sometimes mix them, so I'll put this one on and then I'll put like that one directly on here, so it's sort of like, so that's Between the Sheets and that's Holiday. I tend to use one of the more like densely packed blush brushes, not something fluffy like this, but more dense. Works perfectly fine. I think these are really, really amazing blushes. Again, never get talked about, but they're beautiful. I have a lot of cream eyeshadows to get through. These are the Essence Moonlight Eyes cream eyeshadows. I have the shades Cosmic Gilded. These are like little mousses and they are stunning. Look at that shade. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it's kind of got these like blue reflex in it. So stunning. Look at that move. It's like a jelly. Look at those. They are so pretty. You would not expect that comes from Essence. Incredible. These are so cute. Also, the lids kind of show you what shades they are, which is kind of cool. These are amazing. These are like little jelly, incredible eyeshadows. If you guys want to see me use these, just let me know, because I will be happy to do it. So, Colourpop do these little eyeshadows. And I have literally a whole box of them. These are the Super Shock Shadow, and you can get like ultra glitters, mattes, ultra metallics. You can get so many different finishes to these eyeshadows. I'm not going to be able to swatch every single one of these because this is like 2 stories of eyeshadows, but I'm going to show you all the colours. Similar to any of the sort of the creams powders, you just put it on with maybe your finger or a densely packed brush. If you want to use some of like the matte, I'll link below if you want some brushes on how for the mattes. Birthday Wish, Porter. This is from the Where the Night Is collection. Some of these aren't available. Sorry. Telepathy. This is now available in Kathleen's Zodiac collection, which I have ordered, which I will be reviewing. Frisky, which is like black with loads of glitter. Envy. Look at that purple. Blaze, which is probably one of my favourite shades. It's just like this gorgeous bronzy shade. Midnight, which is like almost like a grey black. I Like You, which is actually an ultra glitter. Mittens, which is one of my most used dark mattes. Cornelius, oh, this is my favourite crease shade that they've ever made. Brady, which is starting to break on me. It's kind of purple toned. Melrose, which is my least used shade because it's like a reddy brown. I didn't realise that. And I don't know, I struggle to use the shade. Cricket, which is so pretty. A lot of these are shimmers. I think that they do better. I think the shimmers are easier to use. Twitter Pated. Again, one of my least used just because it's a pinky shade and I'm not really a fan of pinks. Weenie, oh, I love this shade. Again, one of my most used shades, and it's one of Kathleen Light's collaborations. Isa, I bought this because of Kathleen Lights. She recommended it and it is stunning. A purple, but it's got like a blue reflect to it. Super deep, super dark, super rich. Game Face, one of my absolute most used, if not the most used ever. I have two Kathleen lights because I bought one on its own, and then I bought the set because I loved it. And then I have oh no, no, don't be like that. If your shadows from Colourpop ever fall apart, you can just kind of press them together and they're good. But I've got to be careful with this one. This is Frog. Again, starting to break apart. Some of them are a little bit softer than others, I think. Glow shade. I used to use this for primer, and I love it. Can't even see it. It's like a creamy white shade. That is everything for this video. Sorry it was probably a little bit long, but there was lots of product to get through. I am covered in products right now, but I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did, subscribe if you feel like it. Let me know if there's any of your favourite cream products that I haven't tried, and yeah, I hope to see you all very, very soon in my next video. Bye!